I want to thank you for being here today. I want to thank you for your understanding and patience these past 24 hours as our investigators work to conduct a comprehensive and thorough investigation of this tragedy. As you can imagine, the past 24 hours have been difficult and extremely painful for the men and women of the Wilmington Police Department. Our collective hearts ache for our wounded brother, and we ask that you keep him and his family in your thoughts and prayers. What I want to do here today before Chief Dunning speaks is lay out some of the facts as we know them in this case so we can get everyone on the same page. Yesterday, February 3rd, shortly before 3:50 p.m., Officer Justin Wilkers and his partner were on patrol in the area of C and South Buttonwood Streets in the Southbridge section of Wilmington when they observed a white Chevrolet Equinox with an equipment violation. At A and Townsend Streets, the officers attempted to conduct a vehicle stop. The vehicle fled and led officers on a vehicle pursuit through Southbridge, ending in the 1200 block of Peach Street. The vehicle stopped and several suspects fled on foot from the vehicle. As one of the suspects exited the vehicle, he drew a handgun and fired at Officer Wilkers, who was attempting to exit the police vehicle. The bullet struck Officer Wilkers in the left jaw area, and the bullet caused significant damage and has lodged in the lower part of the officer's skull. He is currently at Christiana Hospital awaiting surgery. The suspects then fled on foot. Other officers pursued those suspects, capturing 2 of them. Officers then returned to Officer Wilkers' patrol car and found him suffering from a gunshot wound, bleeding significantly. The officers placed Officer Wilkers in a police car and drove him to Wilmington Hospital, where he was stabilized and then transferred via ambulance to Christiana Hospital, where he's listed now in serious but stable condition. 2 of the suspects, Jared Wiggins, who is 20 years old, and Ronald Boyce, who is 21, are currently in police custody. The driver of the vehicle, Jared Wiggins, has been charged with failing to obey a police signal, resisting arrest, and providing a false statement. Ronald Boyce has been charged at this time with resisting arrest. A 3rd suspect, whose information is being withheld currently for investigative purposes, is actively being sought by members of this department, although no warrants are yet on file. Investigators are currently evaluating evidence to determine which suspect or suspects actually shot Officer Wilkers. Justin Wilkers is a 3-year veteran of this police department and has a wife and 2 young children. Again, we ask that you keep him and his family in your thoughts and prayers.
Just to let everyone know, every day, our men and women of the Wilmington Police Department and also police officers around the state and the country place their lives on the line to serve the community. This assault on our police officer, Justin Wilkers, is an affront, an insult, and a total sign of disrespect of authority. These officers faithfully serve their community, and the community, with their support to the family and the calls and wishing the blessings, serve us too. They have been very willing and are calling in, and we encourage them to call in anything that they feel would aid this investigation. We are very fortunate that we still have our brother officer with us today. However, Justin Wilkers' condition, even though it's been stabilized, he still has many challenges to face, and we just ask that you keep him in your prayers, and also his family in your prayers too. We have one of our own in our family, and I mean that. An officer is part of our family. And I just want to say my thoughts and prayers to his family in this difficult situation that they're encountering.
We are here at this time for a very solemn moment. It's something that I've always thought I wouldn't have to do as an elected official or as the mayor of the city of Wilmington. We're very concerned about the violence in our city. We're very concerned about the attack on our officers yesterday. That is pure divine anarchy. When you attack a uniformed police officer making a traffic stop and a marked police car. This administration, as I stated all during the course of the campaign, we are not going to tolerate this. We have an aggressive plan that we're going to release. We will combat this crime. We will stop it. I'll guarantee you. When we do release this crime plan that we have and we start fighting crime more aggressively, there's some folks that's probably not going to like our style, but that's too bad. Because our obligation is to protect the citizens of this city. And that's what we're going to do. I was given a mandate back in September and November, public safety, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm a little angry today and sad at the same time that we have to address an issue like this.
I want to offer the City Council's condolences to the family and to the Wilmington Police Department family with respect to the shooting that took place in South Bridge, firstly. And then secondly, I want to just say that we fully offer our support to Mayor Williams, and we're behind him 100% in dealing with this crisis as well as the other crises involving crime in the city of Wilmington.